If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed, and y'all shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Shout out to all Wesley gave it a 10. Shout out to Wesley.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Vanderwist. I don't know if I pronounced your name, big homie, but I did my best. Don't be mad at your boy. Okay, here we go, guys.
Right, song number 3. Actually, it's song number 4.
Is it cuatro or
I
tres?
believe it's song number 4. And I'll have something to read this time.
Gamma Ray, Rebellion in Dreamland is
That's
the name
right.
of the song, dear listener.
DJ Nick has a little message for us. He says, Gamma Ray is a German power metal band that was
Uncle
formed...
Dan!
Oh my gosh! No kidding! Literally just a couple days ago, we were talking about him just a couple days ago.
What's good,
yeah,
Biggie?
I was like, I wonder where he is, what he's doing. Oh my word. Tell us a couple things in the comment section where you're at. That's so cool. Glad you're here.
Dude, never text me.
What a bum. He's like, they just make me work. Remember he made us that what do you call that thing, that package that we used to
our
send
social package we used to
he
send out to people. He's the
did a
reason
great
we got
job.
all them interviews, man.
Yep.
Shout out to Dan's Bipolarama. All right, go
Gamma
ahead.
Ray is a German power metal band that was formed in 1989 by vocalist, guitarist Kai Hansen after he left the band Halloween.
We know this dude!
Which he was a founding member of, due to extensive touring and issues with the band's record label. This particular song is the opening track off the band's 1995 album, Land of the Free, which is considered to be their masterwork. Kai Hansen also did guest vocals and guitar work on Blind Guardian's Valhalla. Oh, all right. Okay, so we're about to check out Gamma Ray. I don't believe we've ever done anything by them either. Rebellion in Dreamland. Sorry if that was loud.
Rebellion in Dreamland, and we have the lyrics on the thing itself, dear listener.
Yep, here we go.
All right, guys, here we go.
Take turns.
Gamma Ray, let's do this shiz.
Voices are calling somewhere below, melting on the
talk that shit. Listen to the lead guitar. Let's talk that shit, boy.
account is up and running now. We are selling our formula officially. It's amazing stuff from Europe.
Made in Germany. Sold in America.
Highest standards there are. In America, the standards haven't been updated since 1980. It's super weird, like older than me. In Europe, they update safety standards basically every year. This formula is top notch, great for the stomach, great for constipation. This is a great product. If you happen to want to purchase it and join us on our journey, then grab the link in the description. If you do and leave a review for us, send me a screenshot at vinandsori@gmail.com of your review after you have received the product. We will put your name in a hat. Song reviews are going to come out by some of the people that have left reviews. Don't forget to send us a screenshot of your review once you get the product. Now a word from our mascot dressed as a pirate, Fuji.
It's a deal of a deal.
All right, that was
Gamma Ray,
Rebellion
in
in
Dreamland. All right.
Okay, go.
Go for it. What do you got?
Well, I liked the guy's vocal style, and I liked the beat of it too. Another song I very much enjoyed. His vocal style. Which band did it remind you? Iron Maiden a little bit?
Yeah, Iron Maiden, maybe some Dio. This guy, somebody said he's up there vocally. I agree.
For
He's a high vocal talent.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like power metal. That's another one. Remember that band that we couldn't finish? We never could do the review?
Yeah, they were
that was a power metal band.
Yeah, can you put the lyrics back
And
up there?
ever since then, that was the end of it for me with those boys.
Oh.
Like the entire genre. That
They
group,
ruined it for
that group ruined the entire genre for me.
Yeah.
Every time I hear power metal, I'm like, trash.
No.
This was a really, really good power metal song.
Oh, but you liked it. Okay, so you were able to look past your past judgments.
Some of this stuff is you can tell, Korn has a song called It's On. Mm-hmm. And it's obvious that they were thinking about the crowd when they were writing that song. I mean, it's, come on, it's on. It's that'd be like an ad-lib that you hear in a show. When he put that, it's in the official song. So it's power metal, for me, because I got converted to metal at Woodstock 99, accidentally seeing Korn when I was looking for DMX, rest in peace DMX. The live show is always going to be the pinnacle for me. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you saw Slipknot live, you were like, yo.
Yeah.
That you were going about that for weeks after, and you're not a giant Slipknot fan.
Yeah.
But that's what live music does.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So power metal seems to be completely crowd conscious. It's almost like they're writing, imagining, singing this in a crowd or an amphitheater.
Could be. Yeah, they could be doing that.
And so it's they're very conscious of the crowd. Obviously, the Have No Fear Rebellion's here. They left a lot of open there. Mm-hmm. And that's because, that's the part where the crowd is just, doing that. They're jumping on it. They're loving it, that type of shit. So, but I don't know. There was something still a little bit edgy about this song, which
I agree.
Because to me, my problem with power metal is that it's it feels corny to me. That song that we couldn't finish listening to. It was just corny. It was just kind of
yeah, that one was.
Yeah, but this guy kind of had this might be completely superficial on my part, but he had a little edge in his voice. There was a little bit of grit, little grind.
That made it different for you?
And it just made it feel more authentic to me, because power metal vocalists are usually very good. They're excellent vocalists, but it just sounds very contrived and very you know what I'm saying? Or this one seemed to be...
I see what you're saying.
It seemed to be a little bit more metal, than the power. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. Because I didn't even realize that it was power metal because I was hearing the metal.
Right. Some bands are more power than they are metal, and those are the bands I don't like. Yep. If you have a band that's more metal than power, then I think it'll work.
Mm-hmm. So, can you pull up the lyrics? He said something about freedom in the song, and then it kind of got me thinking about the concept of freedom, and because whenever people usually talk about freedom, rebellion, it always seems like freedom and independence, being independent and being just, I guess, making decisions completely yourself,
right,
is what people equate freedom to. I don't anymore. I think I used to more think that, but now I'm left to myself, I will make decisions that are completely destructive that actually in the end make me feel trapped, make me feel in a cage, block me out from other people, keep me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was me acting from how, I wanted to, but I guess the freedom thing would be more in line with your well, what would you say?
Yeah, I just think freedom is the ability to be what God made you to be without any restrictions. Mm-hmm. That's what freedom is. So eagles were meant to fly. Mm-hmm. So eagles are free when they fly, not when they swim. Mm-hmm. Right? And a dolphin, freedom is a large span of miles and miles in ocean for him to do that shit with.
That's so interesting.
It's not him flying in the air.
I've heard so many people say I just wish that I had wings and I could just fly. And they're thinking if I could get up in the sky, I would feel that feeling that the bird does. But that's so true.
Right.
What they're seeing is a being that is completely aligned with who they are. It's a bird being a bird.
Correct.
So you're a human. You can't fly like a bird. You're still not going to get it there.
Yeah. And
wow.
the bird, if he has any sense, wants to be you anyway. So, like, you see what I'm saying? So, like we've got you and I think like as you get older, your paradigms on certain concepts evolve. So it's like when you're young, freedom is you don't have to do all the dumb shit your parents tell you to do. You can eat candy whenever you want. Then you kind of get out on your own and like you're subsisting on Rice Krispie treats and Snicker bars. And then one day you wake up and Pepsi, and then one day you wake up and you can't put your mouth on top of your chicken sandwich because you got 58 cavities. Okay, now you realize that you weren't really free when you ate all them candy bars, right? So when you're immature, you think freedom is the ability to just do whatever you want outside of the rules. That's your paradigm of freedom. And then you get a little bit of like responsibility for yourself, and then you get to see, actually no, the rules that my parents were giving me were actually designed to maintain my freedom, because now I'm stuck in this dentist chair in this dentist office, the place I don't want to be, right? So it's like, oh, and then you get older, you start saying, oh, that's why I couldn't eat Rice Krispies and Snickers bars before bed. Well, that makes a lot of functional sense, actually, right? And so, like you grow past that concept of freedom, but you're still not there yet. Obviously, in our opinion, that you don't really understand freedom until you understand the reason that you were created. A person's...
I agree, yeah.
And like, for this guy, it's being a vocalist in a metal band. Like... sending this guy to med school or whatever would be a complete destruction of his freedom, because dude was clearly meant, at least for this epic of time, to be in a rock band. Right? Like,
it sounds like he was really doing what he was meant to do, built to do.
And then when we're hanging out in 14th Street with all the weirdos and the freaks and the vamps and all this shit, freedom became living outside of
well, that's why he was talking about rebellion a lot in this song. I think, right?
Right, exactly. Like, so the concept of freedom there was like, I'm going to wear nail polish as a black guy in the Bronx, New York, because I'm free. You guys, whether or not you wanted to wear nail polish, you couldn't because you're worried about these societal constraints. I, on the other hand, am free because here I am rocking this shirt that nobody understands, rocking this nail polish. I am being true to myself. I am free. I think it's a Kurt Cobain line, like you laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at you because you're all the same.
Yeah.
And so you go, oh, that's freedom. And then you realize, well, I mean, how free are you really when all you're doing is taking your cues from the group of people you don't like, and you're just doing the opposite of what they want?
Right.
So there's still a sense in which you're still in their little ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't really figure that out until your mid-20s, when you're like, wait a second, and then it's like you start having kids, and then the whole job thing becomes important. So your understanding of freedom just evolves, right? And it finally gets me to the center point where I'm like, where can I make this an irreducible kind of statement? So that's where I came up with, okay, freedom is the ability to live as God intends you to live. That the more you can live according to your purpose, the freer you are.
Yeah, because I didn't go that deep. I went, freedom is living according to your nature. And then I said, well, it can't be your nature. It'd have to be your truest nature. And then I was like, well, I don't know. That's not it either. And then you can't, that's it. Yeah. Yeah,
because your truest nature, your truest self is how the Creator made you to be. And a lot of us know what it is. Obviously, Tom Brady knew what it was. Obviously, these guys in these bands, they know what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard for us regular people to be able to, have that moment where you realize ultimate freedom. You know what I'm saying? Which is that. So.
Yeah.
And granted, I think the Buddhists have. I think there's a lot of spiritual traditions or whatever you want to, or philosophies. Buddhism seems more philosophical to me. Reza, put that down. But I think they would probably define freedom as lack of attachment to the physical world, at least, or lack of attachment to this world. Because in their mind, your attachment breeds desires, and your desires breed suffering. So. I just thought that was a very, very interesting concept. Obviously, this guy, he's in a band, or he was in a band. He left that band to strike out and do something new. And so when he was talking about, I don't know what it's called, Dreamland, Rebellion in Dreamland, it looks like It's kind of like this was his dream to be in a rock star, to be in a band, but he had some issues with the first band that he was with. I don't know if it was Blanco. What was the first band that he was
I
in?
thought it was Halloween.
Yeah, well, it's pretty. That was a pretty big band.
Yeah.
For him to leave that band, I mean, this band is great, but they're not as big
He
as.
founded Halloween?
I think he was a founding member.
Yeah,
but
founding
like
member.
you know, the band that he went to was not as big, in my mind anyway, as the band that he left. But
Yeah.
but he's free though,
That's the thing.
in the sense that he's able to make music that
the
he
way that he
truly
want.
wanted to make.
Yep.
And so I think there's and that was his dream his whole life, right? So hence the term Dreamland. So I think definitely like leaving that other band and starting out on your own and all that.
That's been hard.
I think that was this song is kind of like a celebration of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dylan.
Yeah.
The song is like a celebration of that. And so like, you know, rebellion in the sense of like not allowing anything to stop your dreams and going for it, I think is that. So yeah, it's a really good song.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the metal of it. I liked this one. Boy, I'm really liking a lot of the picks tonight.
I know, what the hell, Nick's found the secret sauce in this.
The secret sauce.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like thinking about the concepts of freedom because I think a lot of people are searching for it, and that's why, like you said, people rebel against stuff because they ultimately want to show that they're not trapped to anything like the other people are. But at the end of the day, like the things that trap us, it's so weird because there are other like religions that have like ideas that get you like kind of like close, like for instance meditation. I think meditation is something that's really, really healthy and really good for your mind and stuff. But do you take it to the highest point? Like, can you meditate to the point where you're connecting with the highest being in the universe?
Right.
Or are you just meditating here? You know what I mean? Like, so meditation is great, but how far can you meditate?
Right.
Can you get up there? Because if you're not getting up there and you're just like, you know, meeting with these other lower gods, then you don't have, then the ultimate satisfaction, you can't find it in the meditation.
This is interesting. He got back in the band since a couple of years ago. So he had his old time, he did his thing, and then he's back in the band. I think that's great.
Yep.
I think that, and that's how, I think that's how healthy life's. You know, people always talk about coming full circle. I think like that's actually a sign of healthy decision making. So that's like one of the things I look at. It's like, can you come full circle? Can you end up at phase one again? But now you're at phase one, but you've learned so much more. So now when you're in that position again, you can do X, Y, and Z. Like I think that's a marker of a healthy, developed person if they could do that. I think there's a difference between reversion, which could also put you back where you started, and coming full circle. To me, reversion is you didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
And so you fell back as a consequence of the gravity of your foolishness, to be honest with you, versus circumnavigating your world, and then coming back to this point. Now you're at this point that you started with so much more wisdom, where you can help so much more people or be better so much at XYZ.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I am a big believer in having a bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you get put in similar situations, but then you have the wisdom of, hey, I've been doing this for 17 years. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
it was just a very, very, very deep song for me. Very deep song for me.
Yeah, I agree. This one is actually a 9.7 for me.
God almighty.
Yeah, I'm feeling them.
It's getting a 9.5 from me. I don't think there's ever been a stream where you're like consistently outscoring me. It's a 9.5 for me.
Yeah.
I don't like power metal, but this band,
Metal Power, so
this band was metal power. I have to say, yeah, that's right. They flipped it. It was metal power, so I got to give it to them. You got to overcome your biases sometimes, y'all. I've never said like I'm an unbiased reviewer, but I always say I can be converted. So these guys converted me for their band, not the power metal genre. Not the power metal genre. Damn it.
All right, you guys, more to come. Mega ultra stream in the works here.
Big homie Riv gives it a 10.
Top tier 10. Wow.
Yeah. Nick is just hitting home runs with these picks. We're coming right back, losers.